Hello everyone, wishing you a day filled with joy and inspiration as you tend to your garden. Today, we'll continue exploring a natural method of propagating roses by cuttings, utilizing readily available materials. When used correctly, these seemingly simple materials can create a gentle biological environment, helping rose cuttings recover quickly, stimulating root formation and healthy new shoot growth. First, prepare a rose cutting that you love. The cutting should be healthy, free from pests and diseases, and without signs of fungal spots or stem rot. A rose cutting of moderate age will have the best rooting potential, as the stem tissue still retains vitality but has accumulated a certain amount of stored nutrients. Use a clean, sharp knife or scissors to remove all leaves and thorns from the cutting. Removing leaves helps reduce water loss, allowing the stem to retain necessary moisture during the rooting stage. Wilting or damaged petals should also be completely removed to prevent fungal diseases. Next, trim the stem to about 20 centimeters in length. This size ensures sufficient nutrients for new shoots and roots. At the base of the stem, use a sharp knife to gently trim a thin layer of bark to expose the inner tissue. This is the ideal location for callus formation and the development of new roots later on. Next, prepare a piece of fresh aloe vera. Wash it thoroughly and remove all the green outer layer, keeping only the transparent flesh. Aloe vera gel contains many natural enzymes, polysaccharides and compounds that are excellent at retaining moisture. These components help protect the stem tissue, preventing the cut from drying out and limiting the entry of harmful microorganisms. Chop the aloe vera gel into small pieces and place them in a clean plastic cup. Add about 500 milliliters of clean water and stir well until the gel partially dissolves. Place the rose stem in this aloe vera solution and soak for about 30 minutes. During this time, the base of the stem will absorb a layer of the solution, which is rich in moisture and natural nutrients. While waiting for the rose stem to soak in the aloe vera solution, prepare the bread solution. Take a slice of bread or some breadcrumbs, tear them into small pieces, and place them in a clean plastic cup. Bread is made from fermented flour, so it contains a small amount of starch, protein, and beneficial microorganisms from the fermentation process. When soaked in warm water, these components will partially dissolve into the water, creating a mild organic environment. Add about 500 milliliters of warm water to the bread cup, stir well, and let it sit for about 30 minutes to allow the nutrients to be released. After the soaking time is over, remove the rose stem from the aloe vera solution. Filter out the aloe vera pulp, keeping only the clear liquid. Next, filter the bread solution and mix it with the prepared aloe vera solution. This mixture creates a moist environment with a light source of organic nutrients to support root formation in cuttings. Next, prepare a clean plastic cup and fill it with treated coconut fiber. Coconut fiber is an excellent substrate for cuttings because it retains moisture well while ensuring good aeration for root development. Pour the prepared aloe vera bread solution into the coconut fiber cup. Enough to moisten the entire substrate, but not make it too wet. Then, using your finger or a small stick, create a hole in the center of the coconut fiber cup. Gently insert the rose cutting into the hole and lightly press around it to secure it. After inserting the cutting, cover it with a plastic bag or a clear plastic cup to create a humid environment, like a mini greenhouse. This covering helps maintain stable moisture around the cutting, reducing water loss and creating favorable conditions for root formation. Place the cutting in a cool, well-lit area, avoiding strong winds and harsh sunlight. After about 10 days, if the temperature and humidity are suitable, you will begin to see clear signs of development. The dormant buds on the cutting will begin to sprout new, healthy, and vibrant green shoots. At the same time, many small, white, succulent roots will appear around the base of the cutting. This indicates that the cutting has adapted to the new environment and root formation has been successful. Once the root system is well established, you can gently transfer the rose cutting to a pot with good drainage. In the initial stage, using clean river sand as a growing medium will help the roots continue to adapt and develop strongly before adding other nutrients. We can see that propagating roses sometimes doesn't require complex or expensive preparations. With familiar ingredients like aloe vera and bread, if we understand how to combine them and create the right environment, we can completely help rose cuttings develop roots naturally and sustainably. The most important thing is patience and meticulousness in each step. From selecting healthy cuttings, carefully treating the cuts, to controlling humidity and light in the early days. When you see the first white roots appear around the base of the cutting and the young shoots begin to sprout with vitality, that is the most wonderful moment for a plant lover. Each successfully propagated rose cutting not only brings a new plant to the garden, but also joy, connection, and a sense of accomplishment when we personally care for and nurture life. Hopefully, the method described in today's article will give you another effective option in your rose propagation journey, so that from a small initial cutting, you can create a vibrant and thriving rose garden. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye and see you again.